Okay, so once you have the boards connected and the software is up and running, you can then connect to a sensor. And to do that, you need to select the sensor you want to connect to by selecting it from this combo box in the middle of the software here. For a pulse oximeter, select the heart rate HRM display device. The next thing you need to do is to input the device ID. And the device ID of the number of the device is actually written on the device itself. So for the pulse oximeter, for example, it is written on this label right over here. And the device ID is the first number, which is 89. So we'll just input that 89 number here into the device ID. And that's just to ensure that we don't connect to somebody else's heart rate strap or pulse oximeter if it's in the area. And then to start receiving data, just click the receiving radio box right there and activate the sensor for the pulse oximeter. Make sure it's mounted on your finger like this, and that the on button is in the on position on the box like that. And if the sensor is activated, you will start receiving data, which the packets are going to be visible in this box right here. And the current pulse information is going to be in this combo box right here. And the SpO2 information is going to be on the other tab. If you want to switch to a different device, for example, to the weight scale, the first thing you need to do is, first of all, unclick the receiving radio box. And then you need to disconnect from the device completely. If you don't do this and just simply select the weight scale directly from the combo box, the Bluetooth stick will go into a funny state and start acting strangely. So it's very important to first disconnect entirely from the device before you try to connect to a different device. So all we're going to do here now is just reconnect to the Bluetooth stick. And now, instead of selecting the heart rate monitor, we're going to select the weight scale device. And for the weight channel ID, we're going to put the number that is written on the weight scale. And that is written on the back of the weight scale. Over here, same format. Again, it's the first number, that's the channel ID. So it's 56797. We're just going to input that into the proper text box here for device ID. And click receiving. So now the software is sitting there waiting for weight scale information. Next, we're just going to activate the weight scale and take a weight measurement. Okay, I'll try that again. Okay, and now the weight information is broadcast to the software over here, and the weight data itself is displayed in kilograms in the lower left-hand corner of the software. And again, if you want to go back to the pulse oximeter, you first need to click receiving and disconnect from the device entirely before you select a different device.